Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what I've been wearing lately. Kind of, not everything. I'm not really good at keeping track. I don't always take photos. I don't know why I am the way that I am. I kick myself every single time I want to do one of these videos, but I do have some things that I want to share with you, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. A lot of these are pink. You guys know how I am. That's just the way that I am. So let's get into it. First up is Airspun Fun, and this I picked up back sometime in the fall. I was able to sneak away to Ulta. I got a $10 coupon, which I love getting those, and those are the times that I do go into Ulta to grab some things that I don't need. But I like them because I can get basically a free polish, and that's what I did here. This is, again, ESSIE's Airspun Fun. It's a very warm, nudie kind of pink. This isn't the type of pink that I typically go for. I love the color, but can I tell you guys, I one time bought a pair of leggings from Victoria's Secret that was like this color, and my husband thought I was walking around naked, and I've never worn them since. I need to get rid of them. I'm at the point where I know I'm never gonna wear them because I do not want to look like I'm walking around naked. Anyway, I don't typically wear this kind of shade on my nails because it is quite warm, and I feel like it makes my hands or the skin on my hands look a little bit dirty. While wearing this, I wasn't super confident, but you know what? When I look back at those photos, I'm like, actually, that's super pretty. I'm definitely gonna keep it. Maybe I should test it out some more to see what I think. But looking at those photos, I definitely feel like it's a keeper. The formula was good too. Opaque in 2 coats. It's got that beautiful ESSIE brush, the new brush. I mean, it's not new anymore, but it definitely is a nice brush. So there's that. Next up is Rebel Red. I actually didn't get a photo of this, so I'm kicking myself right now. But I do recall wearing this. I actually picked it up in the grocery store while I was doing grocery shopping. I was just in the mood to buy some polishes, and I saw this one. It jumped out at me. I imagine I have a color just like this in my collection, but it wasn't this one, so I bought it anyway. The grocery store I typically go to is pretty picked over. They just don't restock very often, so anyway. This one, though, did jump out at me. I wouldn't call it a red. It's definitely very, I mean, maybe you would call it a red, but it's definitely heavy on the pink side, if you know what I mean. When I look at this, I don't think red, though, but I imagine to somebody else, it probably does look red. Formula was fantastic. This is definitely one of those polishes you can get opaque in 1 coat. I did apply 2. I will say this. I'm not sure that I actually would have purchased this. I would purchase it again, and not because it's not a good polish, but because at $7 or $6 that I paid, I don't think it was worth it when you can go somewhere to get it cheaper. So that's my only recommendation. Don't buy it for $6 or $7 when you can get it like for $4 somewhere else. Next in line is Vanity Fair from ESSIE. I'm like super obsessed with this polish. I've actually worn this quite a few times. Like, I'll take it off and reapply it. That's how much I've been enjoying it. It's a very light pink, and it has those micro crystal flakes in there. Kind of reminds me of the Stone Crystal Shimmer collection from Sinful Colors, which Sinful Colors, what happened to you? I have questions. You go into Walmart exclusively, and now I don't see anything coming from you. Is that where brands go to die? Maybe, I don't know, but honestly, what happened? Like, seriously, what happened? Pure Ice used to be there, and they're no more. What's going on? What happened to P2? P2 is missing as well. Seriously, is that where brand goes to die now that I think about it? Anyway, so Vanity Fair is super cute. I love those flaky, those small crystal flakies in there. They don't interfere with the formula. That was a problem that I had with ORLY's Trendy. I love the color of ORLY's Trendy. It's like a neon pastel coral. However, those chunky flakies make it so difficult to apply. That's not the case with this one. I imagine because the size of those flakies are so small. It looks so cute on the nails. Seriously, I'm obsessed. I've worn it like 4 separate times. I mean, there's a dent. You can see my my fill line. That's how much I've been enjoying it. This next one I picked up at TJ Maxx. I think I included this in my haul. Did I? I can't remember. My life is just one big blur. Anyway, this is Tagus in that Selfie from OPI. This was me branching out. I mean, it definitely looks like it would be a me shade, but this is very warm and very peachy. It's heavy on the orange. And with this kind of shade, I find them difficult to wear. Another one that kind of, I feel, makes my hands look a little bit dirty. There's not that pop that I like. So I feel like I'm probably going to pass this on. The formula wasn't bad by any means. I actually like the way it looks in the bottle, but it just clashes with me and I don't feel very good wearing it. So formula is great. I just don't like it on myself. The last colored polish that I want to share with you is Wink Wink from Orly. I do have the review. This came from the Valentine's Trio. I do have that review coming. I promise. I mixed up my posting. Anyways, here we are. This is a super cute neon pink on the lighter end. Ooh, and the brush is so perfect. I'm seriously obsessed with this. I wore this on my toes and I feel like reapplying it. I don't know. This is my shade. You guys know it. It's my kind of shade. It makes me so happy. It makes me excited for spring. The formula is good. I believe I applied 3 coats. You guys will find out in my review. I can't remember how many coats I applied. On my toes, 2 coats. But I can't remember how many coats it took on my nails. Anyways, super cute. I do remember the formula actually being really good for being a neon and actually being good in general. So super pleased with this one. Now I want to talk about my base coats and top coats. I talked about this in my vlog. I have tried using Nail Tech Formula 2. In fact, I was so confident I was going to like it. I actually have this and an unused one. I was so confident. Seriously, the worst decision that I've made recently when it comes to base coats. It's just not what I want. It's not horrible, but I'm not getting the results that I get when I use Nail Tech's Formula 2. Now, these are basically supposed to be the same, just different brands, but there's a difference. So if you guys have any recommendations, maybe there's a different one from the Nail Tech line that is more similar or you saw more results from, please let me know. I'm trying to improve my nails. As you guys have heard probably a bajillion times by now, I got into fostering and it consumed my life. Like I would wake up to kids and I would crash after having just laid down kids. Like it was day to night. It was a handful. It was one of the most difficult times that I've had in a really long time. Anyways, that's beside the point. So all that to say, I was neglecting my nails. I was neglecting a lot of things, but my nails definitely. And I was super confident in this, but it's just not doing it for me. So I went back to my Nail Tech's Formula 2. I picked up a few bottles during a clearance sale at Ulta and I got them for super cheap, but I'm nearing the end of that stash. There weren't that many left there at the Ulta. I think there was like 2 or 3. I can't remember. It's been so long, but I'm just back to it. I love this base coat so much. It is very expensive. I recommend that you wait for sales. I pick mine up at Target. Sometimes they'll have like the coupons for like spend 30 get a $10 gift card or like $2 off coupons, I think, for like nail care items. Just keep your eye out for that. I do think it's worth it. I know it's pricey, but I think it's worth it. Actually, you know what? I think Tina from Moon Baby Nails picks up a refill bottle on eBay. I need to check into that. That might be a better alternative than shelling out the $18 to $20 every other time I need one or every time I need a new one. I haven't checked into it. I don't know what the price difference is, but now that I'm thinking of it, I definitely need to do research on that. Either way, I am back to the Formula 2 and I love it. Moving on to the top coats, I picked up the Sally Hansen Advanced Hard as Nails Strengthening Top Coat. I really enjoy this. I can't speak to the strengthening aspect. I don't know. I picked it up because I needed a top coat. I'm a klutz. I knock over my top coats all of the time. So at this point, it's just like, give me something cheap. I'm going to waste it. Either I knock it over. Actually, you know what? I picked up this little gadget off of eBay and you just clip your nail polish into it. So it helps me with not tipping over my nail polish because it's bigger. I'm more aware. My desk is a disaster, so that doesn't help either. But this stands out. However, I have a problem with closing my bottles all of the way. I don't know what it is, but I struggle to remember to close the bottles. And so I have a lot of thick top coats. I'm a mess, you guys. I am a mess. Anyways, I really like this top coat. I am not a fan of the bottle shape. I wish Sally Hansen would just stop with this bottle shape. But if they did that, they would probably increase the price. So I think I'll just stick with this. And I don't like the brush. The brush is just one of those very squared brushes. I mean, it's not like horrible, but it's So many brands have improved their brushes in the recent years that it's kind of like I'm noticing the difference between this and the others. Do you know what I'm saying? So, not a fan of the brush. So, I picked up the ESSIE Gel Setter Top Coat. I mean, I looked at the reviews online. They said that this was good, so I just picked it up. I wasn't looking for anything amazing. I just wanted something that was in a bottle I liked and a brush that I liked. That's really what I was looking for, because my plan is to use up all of this top coat and then use this, just dump it in there and just do it that way. I don't necessarily need to pick this up all the time. However, having branched out, I really like this top coat. I've heard about it for a few years. I never fell for the hype, I guess, but it's not just hype. This stuff is actually really, really good. I don't recall seeing anywhere it's saying that it's fast drying, just more along the lines of like it being like a gel-like top coat. I'm gonna say it's not gel-like to me. I don't think it's thick enough, but it is fast drying, and I love that. Also, I noticed that when I've been wearing it or using it, it doesn't crack. My nail polish doesn't crack. That's something that I've just grown accustomed to when it comes to my nail polish. My nails are very bendy, and my nail polish cracks when that happens. However, I didn't notice it with this one, and usually I do. The only other time that I noticed that there wasn't any cracking in my nail polish was when I was testing out the Ink and Heart Lacquer top coat, which was not a quick dry one. I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, it was really good. It was thick. I really enjoyed that one. But that was the only other time that I didn't have problems with cracking, and then I came across this. So I'm actually super pleased all the way around. Maybe I will not continue to buy this. Maybe I will try to hunker down and actually take care of my top coats. I don't know, but I'm super pleased with this. Would recommend it. I don't know if it was just a fluke though. Is it a fluke? Is it the weather, the environment? Is it the polishes that I've been using it with? I have no idea, but I've just noticed that this, when I wear this, my nail polish doesn't crack. So I'm happy either way. So that's it. Again, that's not all of the polishes that I've been wearing. There's been more. I just cannot remember. I'm trying to do a better job. So we will see how this goes. I'm also trying to do one fun video a week and then one review video a week. We'll see how that goes. If there's any videos that you want to see from me, like reviews, let me know. I have the China Glaze one coming out, the Hello Sugar. Shout out to Phoebe Moon. That's where I originally saw it, and then I forgot about it. And then Carolyn reached out to me and sent me more information on it. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, you are my connection to everything that I don't need but really want. Oh my gosh, especially when it comes to the pink nail polishes. So anyways, that's it from me for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!